What up, what up, what up? It's your boy LV coming to you on this Tuesday, December 8th. Just finished up my 2-mile run, just making you ladies and gentlemen a quick video to let you know, man, don't stop believing, never stop. You got to believe in yourself though, because far too often we always want to hold people to a certain standard, but we never hold ourselves accountable. We never hold ourselves to that same standard. Like take for example, if you order a workout, a video, a tape or something, 6 weeks you'll have a six-pack abs. They guarantee 6 weeks you'll have abs. But in 6 weeks, if you don't have the abs, what's the first thing you do? You take it back. You in there begging, crying, complaining, wanting your money back. They guarantee you will have abs in 6 weeks. But the problem is, you didn't guarantee yourself. You didn't make a guarantee to yourself that you was going to dedicate yourself to it, that you was going to discipline yourself to it. You didn't follow the steps. If it told you to eat 3 meals a day, 2 snacks at these times, you cut corners. Well, I don't want to eat at that time because if I eat later, I'll be full longer, so da-da-da-da-da. You cut that corner. If it says do these exercises this many times a day, and you do one less, or you change up exercises, well, I don't like doing those exercises, so I'm going to do this instead. You cut that corner. But you won't look in the mirror and say, look, you owe you. You did that, not the person who guaranteed that I would have six-pack abs. You did it. You didn't hold yourself to that standard. You didn't follow the rules. You didn't follow the guidelines. So you got to look in the mirror. You got to hold yourselves accountable. I'm a substitute teacher, so I'm in these schools each and every day. And I'll see kids, the same old kids, getting in trouble, talking back, disrespecting teachers. Same old kids. And they always want to point blame. Well, I don't like this person. I don't like him. I don't like her. Well, it's my teacher's fault that I get bad grades. It ain't your teacher's fault. Ask yourself, what are you doing to get good grades? How often do you go home and study? Whenever you get a test, how prepared are you for it? And when you see it, do you buy, oh, snap, I'm not ready for that. You got to hold yourself to that standard. You're a human being. Your life has value. You need to act like that it matters. Because if it don't matter to you, it won't matter to nobody else either. I understand that, and I'm trying to live by it each and every day. I live in Terre Haute. I live in America. There's a thing called racism here. I'm a black man in America. It's simple. I'm not going to cry about it. I know there's times that I've probably been looked over for jobs because of the pigment of my skin. I can't change that. This is how I was born. I can't change the circumstance. I can't change that I'm in Terre Haute, Indiana, where the economy is bad, where politics control just about everything, from the elementary schools to middle school basketball to high schools to even climbing up the corporate ladder. It's not about what you know, but more about who you know. I can sit here, and everybody tells me all the time, LeVon, you should leave what you're doing. Your inspiration, your motivation, you won't make it here, yada, yada, yada. I could do that, and that would be the easy thing to do. I could easily go home to Louisville, Kentucky, do Dream Chasers, do Fit Ladies, and boom, it right out the park. No issues, no problem. But that's not what I want to do. Because I have values, I have standards. I made promises to these boys and girls, and I'm going to see that through. So you want to know why I do what I do? It's because you can't force me to do what I don't want to do. I don't want to sit here and beg you for no job. I don't want to ask you for this. I don't want to ask you for that. Right? Because I'm tired of asking you. I've been asking you for years, and you ain't been getting help. So I guess I lost hope in that. But I never lost hope in myself. Right? Because when I go to these schools, when I go to Wilson, when I go to Sarah Sky, and don't get me wrong, I love Miss Martis, I love Principal Brown, I love them both to death, right? But they're not the reason I do what I do. I do what I do for me because I have values, I have standards, right? So the reason why I can sit here and go to a boys club and speak for free, go to a prison, speak for free, go somewhere and speak and get paid for it, is because I decided to do that. And you best believe I'm going to go just as hard as I do at the prison as I would if I'm in the church giving a speech. I'm going to go just as hard. Just because I'm not getting paid a dime for this, and just because they're paying me some money to do this. I'm going to go just as hard for me. I have those standards. I have those values. I hold myself accountable. If I don't have a six-pack, it's my fault. I can't blame nobody else. If I'm not in shape, it's my fault. When I didn't win the championship, our last go-around when we lost in Ohio, I can't blame nobody else. I can't blame the coaching staff. I can't blame my trainer. I can't blame nobody but me. I failed once or twice and it didn't work out, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to get discouraged. So what? I studied for the test and I still failed. I ain't got a habit of it. I don't study every night like I should. I studied one night the night before the test. So what? My grade didn't reflect it like I wanted it to. Oh well, it's still better than what it would have been had I just showed up and take the test like I normally do. Change your habits, change your routines, change the people you hanging around if you're not getting the results you want. Change your thought process, change what you program your mind each and every day. So you want to know why I'm always so jacked every day I wake up? Why I'm so pumped up and geeked every single morning? Because I wake up, one, I wake up to my kids. Two, I wake up on purpose, right? And three, I wake up, I listen to motivation every day. I listen to something positive and inspiration. I don't get on Facebook as soon as I wake up. First thing I do, I wake up, I pray, and I thank the man for waking us up and thank him for another day on this beautiful earth. I plan so whenever an opportunity presents itself, I'm ready. So people think and see what I'm doing and like, oh, he's lucky, he's lucky. No, I'm a product of hard work and grind, right? And you see, this is New Balance here. I got this when I first walked on to Indiana State, and I still hold on to it because when I walked on to Indiana State at this time, we was the worst team in the nation. We was coming off of, I think, 2 or 3 losing seasons in a row. But I didn't have a loser's mentality. The reason winners win and losers lose is a mentality. The winner believes he deserves to win, so they make a habit of it. Losers believe they deserve to lose, so they make a habit of it. You know, and I seen this each and every day when I would go into the locker room. People felt like they deserved to lose. So before the game even started, they're like, oh, we're going to lose it. Oh, we're going to lose it. It's a mentality in my life. I'm like, man, I didn't come this far to stay this far. I didn't come this far to just lose. You know, I come from a dominating high school. You know, and before that, when I was playing Pop Warner football, I was dominating. I'm winning Johnny Unitas awards, and I'm winning all county, all cities. I'm getting into all-star games and all that. To come to college and everybody's a loser and just okay with that? No, not me. And I'm not going to say single-handedly I changed the program, but I did help change the mentality of the players. Because the same thing I'm preaching to these kids, I would say it each and every day to my players, each and every day to my teammates. And they knew that I was a walk-on, so I never really had a chance. You know, I would go harder than anybody all the time, banging heads, whatever I needed to do, and still wouldn't get an opportunity to where I guess the team just got sick and tired of being sick and tired because I'm always coming hyped up with a ton of energy and never even touching the field. And the players committee was a group of seniors at the time. They felt I deserved to play, so they went into the coach's office, and I really don't know what they said or how the meeting went about, but I know that following game, whenever they was calling out the roster, and it's weird, they never did this before either, never. So I thought it was all right. We're sitting in the locker room watching film, and they call out who gets to play, who made the travel team or whatever, and they said my name. And when I say I got a standing ovation, I almost cried because I couldn't believe it because I'm thinking all my hard work is going unnoticed, but it's not. You can't just live in the moment. Remember, life's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to do it for you. You got to hold yourself to certain standards. You know who you are. Discipline yourself, dedicate to yourself, and believe in yourself. Because like I said, the Creator gave you the vision, only you can see it. Right? So I can't get mad that the city of Terre Haute doesn't want to fund Dream Chase. I can't get mad that I can't get local funding and people don't want to donate to my organization. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't their dream to improve our youth and make them better citizens in society. It wasn't their dream, it wasn't their vision, it was mine. So I can't get mad at them for not seeing it. I see it, I believe in it, and I'm going to see it through. Day by day, every single day, whether I feel like it or not. The same way that I did growing up, same way that my uncle did for me, same way my dad did for me and my grannies and my aunties and my cousins, the same way they helped me and encouraged me and pushed me, and they still call me to this day and tell me I'm so proud of you, and you know, and I really appreciate that. But I just keep grinding for them because whenever I get tired, whenever I don't feel like doing it, like even today, it's cold out here, man. It's cold. It's freezing. I got the Under Armour, you know, I even got the legs on, you know, it's cold. So days like today when I just don't feel like doing it, I remember my why. And I always think about the opportunity and not the obligation because I have an opportunity of a lifetime here. You know, I'm really on the path to changing the world, not just this town, the world. And I'm going to do it one youth at a time because what happens is we don't take time out for our youth. So, and we don't care about them. We got empathy towards everything from animals to other countries to other religion and beliefs. But we don't show no attention, no time, no energy or effort is spent on our youth. And I'm going to take that time, I'm going to take that energy, and I'm going to give them all my effort. That's my purpose in life. That's my passion. I always think about the opportunity and not the obligation. The opportunity to make a difference, because if I'm not making someone else's life better, I'm wasting my time, and I know and I understand that. So we need to stop making each other's life harder. Life's hard enough without people making it harder. We need to be kind to each other. We need to take care of each other. But first, before we do that, we need to take care of each other. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to hold ourselves accountable. You see the WWE? Yeah, these are Zay gloves. This is my middle son. Keep me motivated, man. Whatever I got to do to stay motivated. Because I'm motivated within here. I don't need somebody pumping me up. I do it myself. I don't need your help. I'm going to help myself. I'm going to get everything that this beautiful world has to offer me. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to will myself to a good space, whether anybody believes in me or not, because I believe in me. I got guardian angels watching over me. You see them shining down on me right now. I got my mom up there in heaven. I got my brother in heaven, my granny, my cousin Chip. DK's up there, Laura's up there. They watching over me. My boy Bonds, my boy Marky, my boy Jodell, my boy Chris. They all up there watching down on me, watching me do what I do. And I love them all, man. I always remember my why. Because they died for me, I got to live for them. And knowing that the only thing that separates good from great is a belief in a work ethic and perseverance. I'm going to never stop believing, I'm going to never stop working, and I'm going to always persevere. No matter what, day by day, every single day, whether I feel like it or not. Dream chasers, we got dreams.